Well guys, welcome back today to another review. In this one we're going to be covering a fairly new addition, the Goodyear Wranglers, so stay tuned. So the Goodyear Wranglers, it has been 10,000 kilometers already, only 6 months, and they have had quite the journey. I've taken these tyres to some crazy places and put them through some unreal punishment in the first 10,000 kilometers. So I paid full price for these tyres, $400 whole dollars a pop. They are 285/70 R17 or 33-inch tall Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac mud terrain tyres. I chose to go the mud terrain tyres because I like the look of them. Realistically, it would have been more practical for me to go all terrains, considering the large amount of highway kilometers that I do, but it doesn't really bother me at all. I put these tyres on when I got the car lifted. I wanted a good reputable brand on the car. I'd always known Goodyear to be a reputable brand, so I went with them. The coolest thing about this is that no one else that I know has these tyres on their car, especially another Pajero. So it's kind of unique to this vehicle, which is really cool. So what are they like on the road? Comparing them to my old tyres, which were the BF Goodrich all-terrains on 31-inch, they are about even in road noise inside the cab. They are noticeable, they do make noise. A lot? Well, no, not really. It's not enough to annoy me at all. They are really good considering they are a massive mud tyre. Have they worn down a lot considering the amount of highway kilometers I do? Well, no. Actually, they are wearing quite well, to be honest. Just as good, maybe even better as the old all-terrains did, which is actually surprising. But I'm not complaining at all. Wear is pretty good on them. So here's the big one, I guess. How good are they off-road? Well, I think personally they have held their fair share. I have taken these tyres completely off-grid into some of the most gnarly predicaments and intense terrain, and they have not failed me yet. When I first got this car lifted, I went down to Yalwell on the New South Wales south coast near Nowra, and that was the first time I was able to do any tracks like I did down there thanks to these. They were pretty intense. I'd noticed the difference in grip compared to the old all-terrains, and the new ones did much better. Through my off-road experiences, and those of you guys who follow me and are subscribed know what I do and some of the places that I go and how hard they are on the gear, especially the tyres. And as for a set of these that have held up with the punishment for 10,000 kilometers, not be tore up and all to be wearing just as good as a set of tyres that hardly ever went off-road, I mean, that speaks for itself in terms of quality. I'm really keen to keep these on and see how they go once they have a little bit more wear in them because they are still fairly fresh. So far so good. We're really impressed with the Goodyears at this stage. Right now, if you asked me to go out and replace the tyres on the car, I would replace them with a brand new set of these again. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe to keep up to date for when I do the next review on these, probably another 10,000 kilometers. I'm really keen to see if they perform the same way. They say that you can only get 50,000 good kilometers out of a set of mud terrains, and I think that these ones will get pretty close to something like that, but only time will tell. So far, I would absolutely recommend a set of these based on my first 10,000 kilometers. I love the look of them, especially on this car. The team at Goodyear is really awesome. If you guys actually want to see some photos of this car with these tyres on it, head over to the Goodyear Australia Instagram page, and you will find a photo of this very car on there, as well as you'll find plenty on my Instagram. I'll pop that up on the screen now. So that's pretty much going to do us for this one, guys. I feel like I covered the main points, but as always when it comes to reviews, if you have any questions, be sure to drop them down in the comments section below or send me a message on Instagram, and I will absolutely do my best to answer any of you guys' questions regarding the Goodyear Wrangler Duratracs. Make sure you subscribe to see these tyres in action and stay up to date with any further reviews I do on them. And as always, we will see you in the next adventure.